screws are off, the back has come off, the gasket and the plastic movement protector is out. I think I may not remove the crown. I'm not really sure how to on this watch. I'm sure I could research it and figure it out. It doesn't look like it's too difficult. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to place the movement, put the oil directly into the watch case, just as it is, and then since it's moving around a lot in the case without that protector, I think I could just add the oil. I'm going to soak everything in oil and then put it back into the case. So I'm just going to let this soak in, and hopefully bubbles will release from the front of the case, and we'll see in a few minutes. We'll just check back, and then I'll put the movement holder back in, and I'll let that soak also, obviously, prior to putting it in, and then I'll add oil on the back of the case. I do want to bubble this time because I want to be able to see that there's oil in there, and then also I think that bubble is important for the water resistance, so that there is room for the liquid to expand and contract. Anyway, I'll check back in just a few seconds and we'll see how it's going. Okay, so it's a pretty messy job, but I put the movement protector back in. I let it soak in oil for about, 20 minutes, and I haven't really flipped it over, obviously, because I don't want to spill the oil out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the back of the watch, I'm going to put it back on, and I'm going to screw it in. I filled it up really high with the oil, so there are no bubbles. I'm just going to place this on top, and I believe there should be no air in between the case back and the movement. I hope there isn't. Actually, maybe I'll just add a little bit more oil, make sure of that, and then what I'll do is I'll screw in the case back, and we will then flip over the watch and see what sort of bubble we have, if there is one. I hope there is just a small one. That's what I'm going for. And then we will put it back together, obviously, and then I'm going to send it off. Anyway, check back in just a few seconds. Okay, and here are the results. You can see the bubble around 8 o'clock, and it's not that big. It's probably around the size that I wanted to get. And you can see that the watch is working. I was able to change the time, change the date and the day, and you can see it's ticking away perfectly fine. The blue dial looks really good. It looks very vibrant with the oil on it, and it just changes the dynamic of the dial. It's a lot clearer, looks great. And obviously there is really a lot less reflection on the actual glass because of the oil. So it does add legibility for sure. But the other part of this is I want to send this out to get it water tested, so I'm going to do that. So please subscribe so that you can see the results of that water test. Like I said, a viewer sent me a link to a UK forum where a gentleman took a simpler Casio. It was just a digital Casio watch. It looked like a child's watch almost, and they added olive oil to it, similar to the way that I've just done, except I use silicone oil. And this person worked in an offshore rig. They took that watch, put it on some of the equipment, and it actually went down to almost 1,000 meters, which is pretty incredible. So I'm wondering, what will this do? And I want to find out. So that's why I'm going to send it out. So don't forget, please like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you'll be notified of new videos that I am releasing. Thank you for logging on.